Okay guys, so this is my first video for this server. Okay, and I'm going to show you some Minecraft footage. Okay, the idea for this channel is to share some of my gameplay on Minecraft and maybe some Space Engineers Let's Play, because I also love that game, and that's what I created this channel for. You know, mostly to share my gameplays on the games I like, but mostly Minecraft, and also to share my thoughts, my objectives, and my ideas for the games I'm playing, you know, and also to record the moments, you know, my moments, my memories here. I recently started playing on the server, the Simple Survival server, and I'll leave the link for the IP address on the description if you'd like. And I've been away from Minecraft for almost 2.5 years from now, and I decided to come back. I missed the game, so I decided to install it again and started playing. This is my first house on the server. As you can see, here's my bedroom and some study room of sorts. Here you can find my workshop and the living room, as well as the kitchen. And this was my first objective with this server, to create a house that I could look at and say, "Whoa, that's a pretty house." Most of my houses are extremely functional but very ugly. And this is the first time I decided that no, I'm going to create a house and it's going to be somewhat pretty. And it will look like an actual house and not just a box with, you know, functional placement of items. I wanted to create something that looked somewhat real, livable space. And I think I'm mostly done. I may tweak some things here or there, mostly on the furniture, but the house is mostly done, yes. And then I went on to my second objective, my second goal with this gameplay, which is this. Here I have this beautiful river. No, it ends on a oceanic cave. Oceanic? No, aquatic cave. And it stretches for some time until there. And I find it's a pretty place, you know, it's a pretty haven of sorts. And that's why I decided that I was going to create a Venetian inspired neighborhood. You know, it's going to be inspired on the city of Venice. I've been to that city last month and I decided to make something similar because the city is so pretty, right? And I love it how the houses, they form the shape of the channel along the water, and I want to emulate that. And this is my prototype. This is the proof of concept. It's supposed to look like a house from Venice, you know, 3 stories, a balcony, and that's how I envision an archetypical house from Venice on Minecraft style. And that's my proof of concept. That's the first one. It's mostly done, and now I'm going to create other houses on maybe on both sides of the river bed, if I find the time and energy to do so. And this house is not only a house, but it's also a library. Okay, Libreria Acqua Azzurra, blue water. Sorry, for the Italian folks if I'm not pronouncing this right. I also know I'm not pronouncing English completely right as well. It's not my first language, but please bear with me. I really want to share my moments, um, and that's why I created this channel, right? For the longest time, I wasn't there because of because I'm timid and it's hard to speak in a language other than your native one. But here I am, right? And I'm explaining how this library is supposed to work. I don't want to create a simple house that is decorated like a library. I want this to be a functional library, a place where we can collect user-generated content in the form of books. So here we have our rule books, which is basically an invitation for you to leave copies of your user-generated books with your own content here with us to share with us, so we can read about your adventures, about your wherever you decide to put it to pen, put to page, right? And here we ask you guys to respect this structure, not to grief it, and also not to steal the content. Always leave a copy of the books you take with you. Take any books, but please do leave a copy of the books you find here, so we can never lose content. We have some chests. They're going to create more chests for the donations of the hosts. And I know it's probably never going to get visited, or hardly so. It's going to be tough to collect user-generated content. But I always enjoy creating libraries in Minecraft for this purpose, you know. Even here, in this very book, I explain not only the story and idea behind this library, but also how it was inspired by a previous library. Me and my friends Parzival and Bijoka, we created on the Minewind server. It was called the Lighthouse of Knowledge, and it was a very pretty library, huge, and we actually managed to collect many user-generated books. And that is the idea here. That's what I want to do with this library, you know, to collect actual books with actual stories or registers from the players, you know, and their experience in the server or in previous servers. For now, all the books were created by me, of course, and it's mostly just recordings of our previous adventures, the things we did mostly on Minewind. It was the server we played for the longest time back in 2020. And I decided to preserve this recollection of tales, and I'm going to do so here on this library. But I want to collect all kinds of content, from poems to stories to actual adventures from people or their thoughts, anything at all. And I have the space for this here. And by the way, this new bookcase, the one you can actually hold books on into it, was a marvelous idea from the Minecraft team. From all the things they did lately, some of them extremely questionable, but this was a good decision, you know. I like the old book stands, they are functional, but this one looks so much more natural, you know, especially for us that like to create libraries, you know, for the crazy folks who enjoy creating such content. And that's it, guys. That's the idea for the library. You know, I hope you can find this place. You may also contact me if you play on the simple survival server, and I can help you guys get here. You know, and this is not claimed. This I didn't land claim this place, so it's vulnerable, and I hope nobody destroy it. But I'm not so invested in the server or in Minecraft in general to actually try and rank up so that I can land claim more and more land. I don't have the time and all the energy to do that, so I'm just going to create as we do on single player, you know. I'll just place my blocks there, and if someone destroys it, it will be a shame, and I will be depressed for some time, but that's how the game is supposed to work, I guess. I hope people see this place for what it is and join up on the idea of collecting the books. And that's it, guys. And for the future, I plan to create other houses, like I told you. Drop some boats here on the poles, and you know, I want to change this landscape a little to look like a Venetian channel. I hope I can manage to make us charming and cozy as Venice feels. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much if you watched this video so far. Okay, it's the first time I do something like that, so please bear with me while I get the hangs of it. And that's it. Okay, maybe next video I show you my second house, which is still under construction. And maybe we start doing the other houses here along the riverbed. Okay? I hope you enjoy this content. And if by any chance you feel like you would like to help me on this one, well, feel free to contact me and we can play together. We can build some houses there. It's going to be very difficult for me to create several houses here. So I would really enjoy some help, you know. And if you are not my personal friends and you're watching this, well, feel, feel invited, you know. Feel free to tag along and help me as well. Thank you guys very much for watching so far, and I see you on the next video, okay?